The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
Well, we usually, when Todd's here, he usually starts it, right? We kind of know that. But since this is basically it would be our St. Patrick's Day episode, we should probably give it to the local Irish woman to intro the show.
Didn't we just have St. Patty's Day?
A year ago.
That's what drinking does to
And that
you.
was our St. Patrick, that was the propping balls episode, I think, where we talked about your husband's balls being, I think.
Wow, that was a year ago?
I think so.
Those balls seem like yesterday.
I know.
Wow.
I sure do. So,
Time flies.
in your best Irish, could you please intro the show and just say hello to everyone in the room? Into the mic. Into the mic.
Top of the morning to you. Welcome to Rare Form Radio.
And then it turned.
Let her finish. Let her finish. Where she's about.
No, I'm done.
You have to introduce everybody.
I can't.
Accent of your choice, whatever it is. Just throw an accent out there and introduce
Right,
everybody.
we have
Is that your Irish or your Asian? I don't know.
It's my English.
It's my English
English.
from New York.
Cockney.
Good to see you guys. We might just do a rare form nap hour, I think.
Yeah,
It
I know.
feels
We're
like.
all fucking exhausted.
You were asleep an hour ago. I was
asleep
asleep a half hour ago. I got back from tour this morning at 9 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
And I took a Benadryl last night because I had an allergic reaction and my hands started itching. So I took a Benadryl and slept for an hour, and I still have the Benadryl coursing through my veins. Yeah. How are you guys?
I'm okay. I really am exhausted. In fact, the douchey yellow glasses are like to make me vibrant, like wake up a little bit. But these things are awesome to drive with at night. Like my eyesight has gotten so bad in the last couple of years.
Same.
20/20 vision my entire life. Then one day, I went in I've never had an eye exam. So I went in and I was like, I'm going to do it and just see. They're like, do you have any problems seeing it? And I'm like, no. And then they were like, how does this look like with the machine? I was like,
fuck.
holy shit, that's over there. Like, I had no idea how bad my eyes were.
Yeah.
I tried
So now and you know I have a sunglass addiction.
I'm very well aware. I helped you move once.
Yeah.
He has, those clear, huge
it.
bins? A clear bin full of sunglasses.
Yeah,
and not like fucking mobile, like throwaways. These are nice ones.
They're not gas station glasses.
They're swanky,
I've been
gay
collecting
ones.
glasses for years and years and years. And so then I learned a valuable lesson too, because I went and had like 40 pairs that I like that are in my rotation and got my prescription put in them. Then like 6 months later, I went back to the eye doctor. They're like, oh, you need a new prescription. I didn't realize it gets worse and worse.
You thought it was one and done?
So it's like, they're like, when they see me come in at this store, I like the optometrist, they're like, because I get like thousands of dollars worth of prescriptions put in.
Good God, man.
The woman literally told me that during COVID, I kept their store open.
Because you were watching more TV too. Yeah.
Well, just because I had the time to do it. And like, once they reopened again, and I was like,
I think it's the one kind of by where you guys live, right?
Yeah.
You asked where it was,
yeah. Right
Yeah.
across
There's
the
a young
street.
guy that works there that's so nice.
Are you going to marry him?
I couldn't read. I found a dime in front of me the other day, and I was like, ooh, it's a sign from someone I love. Let's look at the year.
What do you mean? What's the dime thing?
There, people like your past loved ones supposedly will send you dimes.
Oh, it's not like a lover.
No.
I thought maybe that's
It
where a
was
dime piece
with
came
a
from.
huge pair of balls on it.
Hello, cutie.
Hello. But I couldn't even. I put on my reading glasses. Nope. I had to take my phone and magnify it.
Yeah.
Couldn't fucking see it.
I have, since we're talking about being old, I have finally gotten to the point where I have to like rearrange my eyelids to read labels on things.
Yeah.
And do what the fuck's happening?
Just wait.
Like, I swear, font is getting smaller, is it not?
It is.
Font is getting smaller.
100%.
It's crazy.
Can I start with an admission? I
Yes.
need to come clean to my wife about something.
Oh boy.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Oh no.
Let me know if you guys can relate to. In our bathroom, on
The
the
guy
back,
didn't come though, so don't worry about it.
on the back of our toilet, there's a tissue dispenser. And a couple weeks ago, there was one tissue left in the box, and I had to blow my nose a lot, and I avoided using the last tissue for like 4 or 5 days because I didn't want to be the one to replace it. I would just use something else because I wanted you to do it. Is that okay?
I think that's a husbandly thing to do.
All right. Good. I shouldn't feel bad about it then. What's the face about?
It was so fucking transparent. Like, you don't think I know this?
Well, you don't think I don't use tissues a lot.
Yeah, but I know how you roll.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that shit.
All right. Does
See,
it bother you?
I have a different relationship.
Okay, go for it.
What I do is I change that stuff out,
Yeah.
and then like I changed that last fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'll say it 15
do that
times
too.
to get credit for it.
I
You
did
know,
the
took
dishes.
I
Just
took
saying.
I took the garbage out, just so you know. You see it's empty? That was me that took it out.
When I said to her, she goes, "What do you want a fucking medal for it? What do you want me to celebrate? Sing a song for you?"
Yeah, guys, come on.
Yeah, we're very transparent.
Yeah.
Todd, I wanted to congratulate you about something, but now I can't.
It's not as big as it looks in person.
That's what I've heard. You're not Wayne. Todd was coming up on his 20-year sobriety fucking birthday, but he didn't make it.
That's right. I did not make it to 20.
Todd had a little slip, and Todd fell off the wagon a little bit, and I know it might be a sensitive issue.
Yeah.
20 would have been a huge milestone.
Yeah, I just couldn't make it.
Do you want to just talk us through with the audience, like what happened and what led up?
A chip. Was that a dirty chip?
It's a dirty chip.
Damn.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
A dirty chip.
I never heard that before until just now.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
It makes sense.
No, what happened was I went to the dentist.
It's close, dude.
I know. I went to the dentist just prior to my birthday. And for what they had to do, they had to give me nitrous oxide.
Yeah.
Which is okay, that's, I've had it before and I know what it is and everything. But I noticed when I was in there and I'm laying and he's like waiting for it. First, he gives me some nitrous oxide. Then he numbs my mouth with Novocaine or whatever he does. Then he leaves for a little while. And he's like waiting for it to really set in. And as he's out, I'm literally plastering the thing as hard. So
no
there's
air escape.
seal. And I'm going like this. Like as hard as I can with every my old lungs are working overtime, and I'm sitting there and I realize in it like I am still a fucking junkie through and through, holding it like so that there's a seal so that when he took it off my face,
Yeah, because
it was like
The mask is collapsing.
it's going like
Let's get a little pry bar in there to get off your
and
face.
it made like a when it came off of me. Then he tells me, like,
You emptied the tank, Mr. Newman.
yeah. Then he tells me, he's like, you realize you fell asleep for a little while, which nitrous oxide is not strong enough that you should sleep on it.
Well, not at the amount they were supposed to give you.
And he's in there like doing shit, and like
You're just grinning ear to ear.
I fucking fell asleep for like 10 minutes.
You got a
during the
junkie
thing.
freebie.
That's
Yeah,
a dirty chip.
Yeah,
like
it's a
that.
dirty chip.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that
So-
something that junkies like? Do you kind of look forward to those things when you have to? Because it's
Totally.
you really do.
Totally.
Okay, good.
Totally, because like it's prescribed by a doctor. I gotta do it. Like there's no that's the way they're doing it, And let me tell you this: in 20 years, I've had a lot of fucking little things and procedures, and where they're like, "Hey, you want Valium? Hey, you want Vicodin? You want this or that?" And I'm like, "Nope, nope." And they were like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm sober."
Yeah.
But with this,
In the moment of a surgery or something, you
Yeah.
gotta.
yeah. But I've had surgeries
Yeah.
without taking with this thing. I didn't take anything
Oh my god.
I mean, I was
about
out for that, but they were like, "Here, you want
For the recovery.
Yeah, for the recovery." I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'll just fucking Motrin it or whatever."
You're a goddamn man about it.
But the dentist thing, and I was just like, "Sure."
Did you ask for any
Gas me
nitrous to
up.
go?
Yeah.
A little on the side to get you through the next few days.
He came. He
He
came into work the
the
next.
mask.
Came into work the next morning. He's like, "What's all this broken glass near the window?"
And these little tiny footprints.
But yeah. but I like, in all honesty, of course, I'm kidding that I relapsed in that
Of course.
sense. But that shit really happened. Like, I pressed that fucking thing against my face, and I was breathing in as hard as I could. And
So
I was
funny.
And it brought me back 20 years. Like, oh my God, this is still me.
Fiending. For
Yeah,
the,
like, fiending. Yeah.
Wow.
And it was kind of good in that way of like, especially right before my 20th anniversary, like, oh yeah, you're still that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, don't think any delusions of grandeur. You know what I mean?
You were treating that thing like a buffet. You got to get your money's worth at the buffet. But in all seriousness, massive congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is really,
amazing.
really,
Thank you,
really
thank
wonderful.
you, thank you.
And it's crazy.
Yeah, it is fucking crazy. When I really think back,
A fifth of a century you've been
yeah,
sober.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, think about when you're born until you're 20. I've been sober that long. Like,
Yeah.
that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I mean, my goddaughter is about to be 22. So you've been sober since she was 2 years old?
Yeah. That's
That's
good math, dude.
21. 21, that's right. Yeah, 21.
He did good math.
Maybe
He does good
maybe
math.
the math
I'm
wasn't
not
good.
very, I'm not very smart. And I know, like, I feel like every time you have a birthday, we talk about it, but I like to because I'm proud of you. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Just-
It's like the one good thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, not the kids, not a
Yeah.
marriage, not the film.
Kids are easy. I
Yeah.
just fucked my wife a few times.
That's good, but congratulations.
Yo, you know what it's, parenting, kids, no, you just fucked a chick.
Yeah.
That's all you did.
Look what I did. Look at my accomplishment.
Raising them is different for sure, but yes.
Yeah. Does the family do anything for you for that kind of birthday?
They don't care. They're like, whatever, dude. Like, you're not supposed to fuck your life up. Fuck you.
And your kids don't know you they don't know you.
They don't
another
know me.
way.
Yeah, I got sober before my son,
that's
3 years before my son was born. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So they don't know the monster that you were.
No.
Wow.
No.
Amazing. Speaking of health things, Heidi,
Yes, sir.
did you had a procedure? What happened?
I had a mammogram.
Really? Talk us through it.
But
Have you
do
ever
it.
had a mammogram? Oh, I hate that.
What?
Do it in
You
a
had one
sultry
before?
voice.
Yeah.
Doing a sultry Irish voice.
So
Very smushy.
I hate them because
Top of the mammograms.
Because they turn you
to
on?
you.
sometimes
Top of the mammograms.
sometimes I usually get called back in because I have
Because I can't get enough.
Yeah. Heidi, can you come
Guys, come and see these puppies.
We need to see more.
Yeah.
Wham, bam, thank you, mammogram.
Graham.
oh my god. But I went in and I forgot that it's fucking painful. They
How did you
take your-
forget? Isn't it like I'm a dude and I know they hurt?
No, like, but it's.
Well, I also have huge tits, but
Every time you smush them.
that's right.
I forget. I mean, like, so you're standing there with this woman without your shirt on, and she's like, "Okay, you put your boob on this plate that comes up, and you put it up there, and she's grabbing your boob and putting it on this thing, and you grab.
Don't
You have to
just ignore
grab
it.
a hold of the side, and then she's like, "Okay, don't breathe," and I'm like, "Ah!" And they squeeze it so hard. It's
like a vice.
I fucking hate it.
How do they do mammograms for girls with small boobs?
Same way.
Really?
But how do you can't
They
get
just
it in
do
there?
this.
Just pull it right by the nipple, and they pull the boob out by the nipple.
Oh,
Grab some tweezers.
that's true. I wonder if they
Tweezers and a camera.
Like you can be too flat to get a mammogram, right?
I don't know, because my friend is very, very flat chested, and she just got one, and she says, like,
She must be
it's-
lonely.
it's
Son-
a-
sonogram.
I would
that they
not
did?
like to meet her.
Maybe?
No, they did the smush. They did the smush thing, and she
Holy
said it's
shit.
like actually really, it's like challenging.
Oh, sure. That's what I mean. I don't know how you
Yeah.
get enough meat in there.
Well, and then my sister
You got to use one of those
said-
cups and suck it out.
The nitrous mask of the dentist.
Put a nitrous mask on those tits.
I got a solution
For health. It's for health.
My sister said that because she has implants that you can't do it because it might pop it, and I was like, oh, I didn't even realize that. So they have a sonogram.
Well, why don't they just
go
do
in.
the sonogram for everyone then?
I
Yeah.
would love that. I
It-
don't think you can see it.
So you and your
before or
sister,
something?
It's
she doesn't have big boobs naturally? I thought that was a,
No, she's got
I thought
like
it was
nice.
a family thing.
No, she's got like nice, like 30. I don't know what the size is, but yeah.
Call her and let's find out.
got-
What do they
Normal.
taste like?
Have her FaceTime.
Oh my God. But no, it's not a family
Good
thing.
to have Todd back in here.
Oh, God.
When you're
Anyhow,
not
I
here,
had
I'm the
it.
only
It was
immature one in the
awful.
room, and it drives me nuts. These guys just scold me all the time.
Yeah.
So it was just a routine deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I tell you guys what happened to me this morning?
No, sorry.
Awesome.
Next.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go ahead. Yes, please.
First off, daylight
Is it about
savings
boobs?
time. Sure. Well, it can be.
Because I actually do have a boob thing to talk about.
Okay, go.
So save that.
Okay.
Okay.
Daylight.
I've been waiting for Todd to get here for like 6-7 weeks.
Wait, this
So-
is about boobs?
It is. It actually is. Because something you and I have in common, Heidi, is we both have large breasts.
Sweet tits.
Yeah. I have a little bit of a man boob thing happening. Todd's been giving me shit for, I don't know, since I met him. No, when I met you, I wasn't
Does he have
a
moves?
big fat piece of shit. Don't answer that. When you weren't coming to the show when Chat GPT first started, you know, that AI program? Mm-hmm. Do you know what that is?
Roughly.
So basically,
yeah.
you can give it any information and it can do all kinds of things.
Yeah, like college kids are using it to write papers and
Right.
shit like that. Yeah,
Oh.
So for you, I asked Chat GPT to write a short story about a boy named Dan with huge tits.
yeah. Okay.
And I would like you to read it on the air if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's great. That's great.
Oh, shit.
I cannot do it. There, it's upside down, Grandpa.
Wait, your readers.
Yeah, my readers are in the other room though.
Do you want to get them?
Want me
No,
to
I
hold
can
it?
do it. It's already good. All right. A little background music, maybe?
What kind do you want?
Anything. Suspense.
Wait, I
What-
hear
what is that
I
music?
hear
That's my.
music too.
That's
Oh,
my.
I'm like,
Just leave your alarm on for the.
Well, you know what it is?
background music.
Every time it goes off, because my dog needs medication, so that's what it.
Oh, that's right. Every time we hear that,
yeah.
that goes off. Let me get a little music for you.
That was weird.
That's
I would,
Find a
was like,
vibe.
you guys reading each other's minds.
And Wi-Fi back here is such a joke.
see, I can see this like perfectly.
Is that-
But when it's like up or if it's smaller?
Yeah, I get the closer it gets to me, the less I
Yeah.
can see.
What
it,
is
but
farsighted?
you can't
can-
see
It's
near
near,
things.
it's
You
the
can, you
I
can,
have both.
Farsighted is like you can see far.
Yes.
Okay, I never know the
You were
difference.
cited for the far.
Todd, it's not working. Just read it.
All right.
We'll add it.
Dan had a chest that was quite grand.
Oh, it's a poem. This is a poem. Okay.
2 mounds that were ample and grand. He tried to conceal them with shirts that were tight, but they still managed to take up some sight. He felt self-conscious and out of place, wishing for a more masculine space. But then one day he came to see that his big boobs were part of he.
His big boobs. Oh my god.
He learned to embrace them with pride. No longer did he want to hide. He found confidence in his unique form and embraced the shape that was born. So here's to Dan and his ample chest. May he always love and feel blessed. For being different is never wrong, and his big boobs are part of his song. AI
Oh
disclaimer.
yeah, this added this
Please
disclaimer.
note that body shaming of any kind is not acceptable, and I am programmed to encourage and support body positivity.
All right. Wow.
Isn't that great?
Wowee.
I laughed so hard when she or he first wrote this.
That's hilarious.
Thought you might like that.
They.
They.
Fisher them?
Yes, dude.
Sure then.
Did you hear about that?
What?
Sam Adams? No, that's a beer. Sam Smith?
You did this last time too.
Did I?
Yeah, you called him Sam Adams.
Sam Adams?
Sam Smith.
Your cousin from Boston.
Boston.
Think of Dan every time I see that fucking guy.
Sam Smith, the musician, or the art, the whatever. He was on a show, and they were saying like, what would you like to do like when you retire? And he's like, oh, I can see myself being a fisher them. And the woman's like, you mean a fisher, like a fisherman? A fisher them. She's like, a fisher them? A fisher them.
He didn't
Because he's
want to
they
gender
them.
fishermen.
Because he's they them. A fisher them.
Cool, huh? Pretty cool.
The world is coming to an end.
It is
This we know.
so
Already
fast.
over.
Before we get there, what happened to you this morning?
So this morning I wake up. I have to wake up at 6, and I go work with my friend Dre, and I get up, and it's fucking like it's like midnight outside. I hate it. I don't like it. It makes my body go no. This isn't right. So I go up and I do some work, and I'm driving her car, and I pull in her car, and I had pulled out of my spot to put her car in my spot. So I pulled my car up. It's running. I run to go get her car. I'm like, okay, bye, blah, blah, blah. And I go, and I'm like, oh, my car is locked. My car is brand new. Brand new. It doesn't do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't. There's no way. It's hard. I have to like open up my key and do this weird thing if I want to have my car running if there's like a dog in there and it's hot and I have the air on or whatever. Not that I leave dogs in cars, but you know what I mean? Like,
Sure you don't. Off the air, you've told us that your favorite pastime is leaving dogs in cars.
so I was like, what the fuck just happened? This is nuts. So I called the Honda place and they're like, no, that's not possible. I'm like, but it is possible.
Like it's literally happening right now.
They're like, well, okay, well, you got to call the roadside thing from Honda. So I did. And the woman was from India. And no, I mean,
I love
She
the
got
preface.
on it.
I love the how you preface every time. It's like, I'm not trying to be racist.
No,
but
but it's sometimes sometimes it's hard to understand. Sometimes when people speak to you fast in a different language.
Yes,
Does that
and there's
make
nothing
sense?
wrong with saying that, and it's nothing wrong with even saying it how she said it.
Yes. Okay.
You know, like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
she said
Yeah.
it. What do you
Yeah.
want from me? Like,
yeah,
I
so
hate
please
that.
do
Yeah.
the impression of her,
No,
please.
I can't. No,
Yes.
well, okay. So I get so
There is no way that could happen to the dog.
she answers and I'm
Thank you.
kind
Come
of,
again.
she answers and my friend is standing next
How did
to
she
me.
answer? Hello, 7-Eleven.
Fucking A.
It's horrible.
I could.
We cannot help you. This is 7-Eleven.
Go ahead.
So I tell her what happened. I'm like, my car is in the middle of the road, and she I can't do it, but she was saying
Yeah, you can.
something, and I said, ma'am, I can't understand you. I apologize. I'm sorry. What did you say? And she said it again, and I said, no. Can you speak slower? And then I felt like an asshole.
Can you do it in your best American accent?
But I felt like an asshole, and I was like, I don't understand. So she said, it's going to be 90 minutes. And I said, no. That's unacceptable. Nope. You have to put me on top of the list. I'm in the middle of the fucking
I'm
road.
a white woman.
know
I'm a white
I
American
am.
woman.
So I'm feeling like...
Some lady.
I'm feeling like an asshole, but then she said something, and I go, did you just say have fun in the sun? No, I did not say love. She said something. I said, did you just say go exercise in the sun? I didn't understand what she was fucking saying.
Heidi, why would she say that
I don't know. That's why I was confused.
You
and I
are
was
looking very pale.
and
Maybe
she
some
said, "Go
sun.
Have fun in the sun, and then I felt bad. I'm like, oh, wait, that's not what she said. And I
If
was
something
like,
sounds ludicrous, assume that you heard it wrong.
And so my friend that's standing there is dying. She's like, oh my god. And then I said, please just talk slower because I'm having a hard time. I'm upset, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, I said, you can get your own service. And I go, oh, my own service. Nope. So anyhow, they get there. And
When something you can do, if someone's talking too fast or if they have a foreign accent, you can tell them that you have a brain injury and that it's hard to understand. And maybe they'll be a little bit more considerate. I just thought of that.
I could do
Feel free to use that.
But I
So
felt
go with the
really-
truth is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Is
let's
always
be
the-
honest. I'm
Honesty
saying
is
be
the
honest.
best policy.
I have a severe brain injury. Please start again.
But I felt bad. I felt like,
I so don't feel bad when I'm on the phone and it's someone in another country talking to me. I'm like, I can't fucking understand you.
yeah.
And they're like, sir. And I'm like, I can't understand what you are saying. Like, I get so mad.
Yeah, I was so mad. Well, I got
just-
really
Why can't we have
crazy.
American people answering phones?
Because it's cheaper to outsource. And that's what big companies do.
Yep.
Oh,
I mean, it's
how expensive could it possibly be here to have
Very.
that, especially for these massive corporations?
yeah.
It's
It's
relative.
Honda.
That's
Right, that's
why
what I
they're
mean.
massive.
That's why they're massive.
Right.
Because
precisely.
Damn it.
they pinch every penny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made a good point.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
and then the guy came. He wasn't that far away. It only took like 15 minutes. So then I felt like an asshole. 'Cause
Where
I was
did he
like,
come?
What? Have fun in the sun? Have fun in the sun? I was so mad about
Guy
it.
Heidi-
drove up and he came all over my
my
face.
God.
Weird, then he just left. The car's still running. What Heidi's trying to say is fuck India, right?
Yeah, that's what
No,
that's what you're
that's
saying,
not
isn't
what
it?
I
When we
said.
boil it all down, I think we can all agree
No,
she's
I
saying
just
fuck
have
India.
issues
Let me
with-
make a good point about India right now. I don't know if you guys
Food is
watched the
great.
Oscars last night.
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the RRR.
No.
Usually I don't. But last night I did because I was very interested in seeing the movie that actually swept everything because I think it's the best movie made in
Yeah.
the last fucking 20 years.
You believe that?
What do you mean? I
Everything
believe it?
Everywhere?
Yeah. I love
Oh, okay.
I
I
thought that
bawled my
movie,
eyes out.
Say what you want to say, and then let's talk about
that movie was fucking phenomenal. Anyway, and completely original,
it.
Yep.
That's true.
which nothing is anymore.
Right,
So
right.
that's why I love it. Anyway, but
Ow.
so, and I was really hoping that Short Round would win, and he did.
Oh,
And
Cried like a baby. Oh.
and
We'll talk about that too.
best song was one. Haven't seen this film. It's an Indian film, but apparently there's this dancing thing that goes on, and they were part of the show, and then they won for best song. And now I'm hooked on these. Like, look them up.
They're amazing.
They're amazing,
Yep.
and I'm like, when the category came up, I said,
don't
because
know
I was
what I'm
watching it with
looking
my
up.
wife, and I said, I forget the name of the fucking movie. It's like
It's a-
or something like. I can't.
Well, the director is
Rasputin?
No.
no the director is RRR, right? Is that what it's? Who's
Anyway,
RRR?
when the category came up, I'm like, these Indian guys have to win. I'm so into them right now.
Are they great?
I love the way they look. They
Oh,
look-
these
Yeah,
guys.
those guys. Those guys
shit right
are
here?
awesome.
and he's sang too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's called Natu Natu.
Yeah. They won the best
Wait,
for
no.
best song.
No.
And so you're
No.
And like beat out Rihanna and like other
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
David.
my
Byrne.
co-star, Lady Gaga?
David Byrne, I kind of was bummed
Yeah.
that he went because I think he's fucking amazing. But yeah.
So are you hooked on the song or just these fellas?
No, just the guy. The guys.
And the
I'm completely
director's
gay
name-
for these Indian
They
guys.
do look happy.
And the director's name
But
name
they're-
is RRR.
Right. But the moves that
Wow.
they do, like the dance that they did on the
so
show, it's so flamboyant and awesome and Indian.
What's the movie called again?
Natu Natu. And they kind of like Nanu Nanu, but with a T.
Like what they call Natu Natu.
Natu song? Natu Oscar?
Yeah, that's. No, that's them winning it, I think.
This right here?
Yeah. Try that.
Okay. Probably can't play it on here, but we'll play it quiet.
Just peek at it for 10 seconds. But there's two guys that are featured out of this whole.
These guys in the middle.
Yeah, the two guys in the middle, yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
them. I'm obsessed with those two guys.
So cool.
Was this like the... Wait, they're not the directors. That's just the guys in the film.
Those are the guys in the film.
Okay.
Yeah. The director, they won the song and the director went up for it.
When Indian movies make waves here, they really are always great.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen often, but what was the one with the...
Slumdog.
That was
Millionaire?
great. The one... but
That's
with
not directed by an Indian.
with the kid and the lion. Yeah, that one. What was that? Gudu.
That was I read the book Life of Pi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Life
That
of
was
Pi.
so
Tiger,
fucking
not a
awesome.
lion.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same fucking thing.
But again, that's Ang Lee directed that.
Yeah.
This is
Oh, yeah.
This is an actual Indian
An
film.
actual Indian movie.
Indian producers, Indian directors, Indian actors. Yeah. But Life of Pi was amazing, I thought. That
Yep.
kid never acted before.
I know, that was amazing.
That
Has
was
he
his
done
first
stuff
time?
since?
Yeah, he's been in a few things since. He's been in like episodes of Homeland and
But
like
he didn't
other,
explode the way
no,
he should
no.
have. Let's talk about everything everywhere all at once.
You didn't. I know
No,
why you didn't like
no,
it.
I did like it. I liked it.
so
I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to see it again. I saw it. I saw it twice,
I saw it twice.
and I thought I've never seen anything like it. Like you said,
Mm-hmm.
it was hard for me to follow, but the love story and like it was brilliant. I just
Yeah.
I wouldn't have picked it for my favorite movie of the year. I don't think, but it was great.
I did. They won Best Original Screenplay, and I'm like, oh,
I get that.
finally, an original screenplay won Best Original Screenplay.
Yeah.
They swept pretty much all the big categories, but and Michelle Yeoh won and Jamie Lee Curtis won. But I thought it was brilliant, and I've seen it a few times already. But I just loved how original it was.
And the
Finally,
message
something.
behind it too.
Well, the story,
loved.
it's all this complicated stuff, and it's really just like a mother and daughter reconciling
Yeah.
and coming together again at the end.
And
Understanding
the
it.
marriage story is the one
Yeah,
that got
yeah,
me
yeah.
too. It's just like
Yeah.
how one little choice can change
Yeah,
everything.
I'm
yeah.
a huge Goonies fan.
Yeah.
Like my family is. We quote it all the time. I've seen it 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
I cried like a fucking baby when they called his name, and I haven't watched the Oscars in years.
I actually
because
don't know-
I'm sick of the bullshit.
Did he win Best Supporting Actor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
And you have to please watch his speech.
I will.
He's sobbing.
He's passionate, and when I saw the clip of him going up and hugging Harrison Ford,
When
and
they
that's the
won
part that
Best
makes me want to
Picture,
cry
yeah.
because
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
6 years old when Temple of Doom came out or something. It was 86 or something, I think.
Something like that.
First one was 80.
84.
80
I think it was 84.
Yeah,
Temple
was
of
he-
Doom.
Yeah,
I think
so
the
was
one
like
that he's in,
13.
the
Yes.
first one is he's 8.
Yeah.
That's the second one. He's in the second
84.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. The first one that he's in.
yes,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
Because he's my age, like exactly. We're almost the same.
But like that's where I first knew him from was
Yeah.
Temple of Doom and Goonies, but
And
to see
Encino Man.
to have like the father figure of when you were a kid in a movie like present you with an Oscar was such an amazing.
I think
Oscar
that's why
moment.
they had him do it because Will
knew.
Smith couldn't do it because he was supposed to be the one
it was
giving the award.
No, that was Holly Berry was
Oh, she's so hot.
was his replacement.
Oh, really? I
Yep.
thought it was Harrison Ford
Nope.
because
No, it was Holly. It was all over the news.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a
Because it was
mistake
best-
that they
best
had
actress.
Harrison Ford give it out because
Right.
of that reason.
It's a pretty good moment. That was a good moment.
That was really good.
Yeah,
I
it was
cried.
pretty awesome.
What were your thoughts on the movie? No, you didn't. You weren't.
No, I loved
You liked? Oh, you did.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought, it just felt like a little bit. I felt like I related to it a lot too. Like it felt like they kind of cracked
The hot dog
Yeah.
fingers.
the hot dog fingers.
So weird.
Oh, that was the worst part.
The mother daughter thing.
The
I imagine as
mother-daughter thing, but also the the way things ripple out. I don't know. I liked the depth of it, and I liked the weird bagel shit that everyone seems to
Yeah.
have a problem
How-
with. That was really fucking weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you imagine trying to pitch that movie before it's made? Like, how do you pitch that to a studio? How do you explain what it's
Exactly.
about?
That's why I was so behind it because
Yeah.
it's like
How do you
they got
pitch
it
it?
made,
Yeah.
they got it written, they got it made, and look what happened.
Like you've
that's-
pitched things before. How the fuck would you even put that into words? Would you have to be like, just trust me?
Trust me,
I
yeah.
know how it's gonna work.
I know. I can see
Yeah.
it.
I don't
Trust
think
me.
you couldn't pitch it. I think you couldn't pitch it properly.
You have
in
to
a
have
room.
producers behind you and a production company that believes in
Yeah.
what you're doing. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the only way to
Because
do
I
it.
feel like if anyone got in the way of that, they'd ruin it.
Yeah.
Because it's tricky. Like the stuff I keep hearing people that people don't like is like the weirdness of the hot dog fingers and the bagel and the this and like that's partially the point of the movie. It's like how arbitrary but how deep life is. And I thought they fucking nailed it.
Go, please. Yes, please.
My friend Drea Clark, she actually helped them start off, and at this Spirit Awards, they thanked her, and she was crying because she's like, "What?" She actually got them to make their first film, and it was about them traveling through a butthole or a butt.
Was it a short film?
I think it was. I'm not sure, but I think that was like their first film. Or
It didn't do well
traveling
because it was a
through-
stinker.
It was kind of shitty. Hey.
But they thanked her, and they're like, because of you giving us the first chance, we were able to fucking do this
Amazing.
film.
It's amazing.
But I think they traveled through a butt or something.
That's
I gotta
amazing.
look that up.
Yeah, please find out. I actually want to see that.
The butthole is
I love
almost
butts.
as good as a
I
bag.
bet I like it a lot. Like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
A lot. Wait, what is her name? Ben
You
and
just
Ben?
said it. It's your friend.
No, but the Ben and Ben. No.
Oh, the
Ben-
directors?
Yeah,
I forget.
Ben,
David and David, I think something. I don't know.
David and David.
I
It sounds
don't
like
know.
a medical company.
Ben and Jerry's.
Todd.
Todd?
You can you
Yeah.
can you tell
Dan?
you told me
Yeah.
you told me a little story the other day.
Uh-huh.
Is that something you're willing to tell on the air about what happened at home?
No.
Oh damn it!
It's not something I'm willing to tell.
Damn it! It's
No.
so fucking funny.
It's something I am willing to tell in the air, but
not yet.
because there's one person or party involved that is old enough to access this show, and I don't want to do that to them
Yeah.
because they are not handling it well.
Okay.
So I'll tell you after what's going on. With
Okay,
that.
great. Because I don't think I told you. Yeah, no, he doesn't know. Okay, well,
Yeah.
it'll be a special off the
But
air.
yeah, I can't. I just and
Maybe years down the road. We'll
years down the
revisit.
road. You know, in a couple of years down the road, maybe I'll bring that person in.
Oh
and
my god!
we could talk about it
And bring in his therapist.
and bring this therapist.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a guy that's involved in it. There's a few people involved in it. The one we're talking about is a guy, yes.
So fucking funny.
But I can't. Yeah, I just.
Heidi, how's it going over there?
It's good.
Yeah, she's having a little.
Did you
trouble.
know that those guys did the?
Just winner Oscars? Like, just that's all you have to do. Like,
No,
Checking her
I
emails.
have them. I just can't. I think it's called. Their first film was called, FM Belfast Underwear version 2. I
Whoa.
think.
Really rolls off the tongue. I can't
Wow,
wait for the
yeah.
second one.
But they did some some Tenacious D.
Oh, so they're accomplished. I thought it was like one of their first things.
Oh, no, yeah. They're, I mean, but nothing huge. Oh, Children's Hospital. Oh, that's
the TV
them.
show?
Yeah, that's them.
Oh, okay. So they have a very weird sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that show.
Killer.
Interesting.
I forgot. I would have to welcome a new patron, if you don't mind. Please, everybody, please welcome Miss Sassy CC to the Patreon. Remember her.
Of course.
Longtime friend of Dark Matter and Rare Form.
Sassy
Thank you for
CC.
joining. And Heidi, if people want to support the show, where should they go?
I don't know, Todd. Where should they go?
I have no fucking.
They should go to patreon.com/rareformradio.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's the best you ever done. Like a real professional.
I really nailed it.
I waited on 2 people this week because it was Oscar week.
Slow week, huh?
That I don't get starstruck hardly ever on the outside. Inside, I'm like, oh yeah, that was cool. I just talked to so and so. I walked up to a table, and when I asked them what kind of water, if they had a choice of water, and he looked at me, and I just almost like
Choice of water?
fainted.
Still or sparkling?
No, I always say do you guys have a preference in filter tap, sparkling or whatever?
I thought you had an assortment of different waters.
Evian,
Yes.
Perrier,
Well, we do.
Flight of
We have
Essentia.
filtered tap water
Okay.
or still
Bottled or
sparkling.
Okay.
Aquafina,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Got you.
It was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God!
Guess who would have blown him in 2 seconds? Darren over
He
there.
is a dreamy McDreamerson.
She only wants to blow growing pains.
And
Leo, though.
Well, he's my age. He's our age.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not in his 50s.
He's almost.
Guys.
He's a year away.
He's 46, isn't he?
Nope, he's 48.
Look it up.
He's 48,
Okay.
almost 49.
How old is Leonardo
Kidding me?
DiCaprio?
I checked that shit out.
Leonardo DiCaprio is 48 years old.
Told
Thank
you.
you.
Told you.
But I always thought that he was so much younger. Like I thought he was like in his 30s or something.
Have
Well,
you
it's probably because he dates
Well, yeah, when
12-year-olds.
That's
so
it.
it's
I
I was
like,
gonna say when you do
yeah.
the math of the chicksy
Yeah.
bangs,
On average,
Yeah.
if you average it out, he's
Yeah.
probably
He's younger.
23 years old.
he's younger.
So it was him and Toby Maguire.
All, of course. The Pussy
Of
Posse.
course, yeah. And so, but the best
What's the other one?
was-
Lucas Haas was the other one, right? And Ethan Suplee was the
Ethan
trifecta.
Suplee? Who's Ethan Suplee?
He was the really, really big guy who was in like Mallrats and everything. He lost a ton of weight recently, but they're
he looks weird.
Ethan
Strange.
Are you sure that's his last name?
100%. Suplee. Look it up.
He's
What
in
else was
American
he on?
History X.
American
he's
History
in
X.
tons of stuff.
He was a really, really,
Oh.
very, very overweight actor
Yeah.
who
Show me when you.
you know him.
Oh,
You
he
definitely know
was
him.
in that. Was he
Oh,
on that show?
I watched he was on.
Oh, I love him. I love him. I love him.
He was
so
on
much.
Two Bears,
Yeah,
One
yeah,
Cave,
yeah.
and the interview thing.
I don't know who the fuck
He
that
was
Yeah, you
in that on that show with Jamie Presley.
My name is Earl.
Yeah, my name is Earl.
Um,
that guy.
But the four of them would call themselves the Pussy Posse because they would just go
Why?
slay.
Oh, it's so gross.
Yeah.
But and then the other one that I. Oh,
How was Leo?
God. He was sweet.
Yeah?
He was really nice. Idris Elba.
Again? Didn't you
He
have him in there
never
before?
came- No,
oh, his wife
No, I had
came
his
in.
wife.
Oh.
And so
Ooh,
she said
what?
hi.
Had his wife.
Jessica Alba.
But I'm a huge. He's my like. If there's like a hall pass, which I think that's so dumb. But if there is that, he's my like.
Hall passes aren't dumb.
Well, I mean, this
We all have to have
how like you say like I have a hall pass.
All right. Oh, you would take Idris over Leo?
Hell yes.
What about Leo in his prime?
Nope. Idris he's holy crap.
Wow.
More beautiful in person.
Okay.
Anyhow, that's my.
Have you seen the DiCaprio his beach bod pictures? He looks like he's starting to look like a Jack Nicholson kind of build.
Well, that's what he
Modern
looks
day
like in his
Jack.
face, though.
Yeah.
He kind of, but he's lovely. I like him. a
Wonderful
lot.
actor.
Oh,
Who
it's one
would
of
be
my
your hall
favorites.
pass, Todd? And you can't do like her
Out of
or like
out of Leonardo DiCaprio and Idris Elba.
yes.
I go Idris also
Why? You want me to tear your ass up?
because I love black guys.
There you go.
I
Good for
love
you.
Luther too.
Black
that's my
dick.
favorite.
Who's
show.
Luther?
It's my favorite show. It's a show.
Oh, that's what you meant. Like Vandross. Speaking of black guys, my hall pass is Luther Vandross. He's dead?
Yeah.
No, is he?
Yes. Yeah.
Did he die?
Yeah, he died a while ago.
For sure?
Yeah, I think.
Ask
You want to bet again?
Yes, I will bet you.
I think he is. I think I do remember him and being like, "Oh, wasn't he not
That
old?"
it was like maybe I want to say 20 years ago he passed away.
Wow, it was a long time ago.
I think.
But every time I've been asked the hall pass question,
Terry,
you already know what I do.
when did Luther?
Yeah, your
Vandross
wife's
die?
sister.
Yeah,
Or whatever. Yeah, of course.
Because my wife will have like the
Reaction.
I didn't quite catch that.
Oh.
Could you please say that again?
Oh, she's brilliant.
She has an Irish accent.
Is that Irish?
Yeah.
And you're not learning from it at all?
it's not Irish.
It sounds English.
It's not
No,
Irish.
it's Irish.
I don't think she knows.
It's not Irish.
I think that's
says it on-
Swahili.
It's Indian.
Wait, your wife's sister?
No, my wife has the usual like Brad Pitt, like the obvious, like no thought put into him choices, not creative at all. And whenever she's asked me, "Who's your hall pass?" I always say, "Your sister, your mother, your best friend,
The cleaning lady, whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever the fuck.
your assistant at work."
What the fuck was I just going to
Did
say?
you guys
to
hear about the woman who last year she was at work and her husband said that he was gonna go get the he came home from work early and he was doing something in the house and then he disappeared and they looked for him for months and months and months and a year has gone by and she went to go put away Christmas decorations in this like secret closet part and there he was.
Is this the article you sent me?
Yeah, I don't know if I sent it to you. And she had called the cops
This
about
dude,
a smell.
yeah, she,
They
well,
looked, and they couldn't find him.
I did see the story. There was the husband's car was still in the driveway.
Yeah.
And he was just gone. So everyone thought that he just left, but like police came and searched the house, found nothing, and they found his body in the house 8 months later, but it was a hoarder house. So
Oh, it was? Oh, I didn't know
it was
that.
a hoarding house. So he was under a pile of shit the whole time.
No, but he also was in like this closet, this like
Right, but it
secret
also wasn't
closet.
accessible because of all the garbage and like stuff stacked
No.
up. So when the police came initially to search
They
for
were
the
like,
guy,
"He's not in here.
yeah, we're not.
We're not going in there." Yeah.
Pretty sure he left you. We're sure. We're cops. We know these things. But yeah, so they did a search and couldn't find him and bailed. Wow. In 8 months, a lot of rot happens in 8 months.
Oh God, can you imagine? Well, at those shows, the hoarder shows.
I couldn't watch when it was big.
I love
Like
it.
I just couldn't. I tried.
I
I'm
grew up
just
in it and I still loved it.
This woman found a fucking cat that had been dead forever.
I saw that's the one I saw where I was like, I'm not watching this fucking show.
Only one time did I almost puke watching. They were cleaning out the fridge and they pulled, the is it the crisper drawer, whatever it is? The crisper drawer out, and the whole bottom of it was chicken juice. It was like chicken. There was like raw chicken in there that had just rotted into liquid, and they were talking about it, and it was fucking sloshing around, and I was
Oh my God, I'm like
so gross
The one
because
time,
all you think about is like drinking it.
why is that all you think?
who thinks of that?
Because it comes in like a thing, like the orange juice,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there's a chicken on it.
With chicken pulp in it,
Some pulp.
raw chicken pulp. Oh my god!
No,
it's
the
so,
best-
remember
I
that
can't do
sloshy
those.
shit?
Wait, the best one
can't do
I
those
saw
shows.
was in the bathroom. This woman could barely change. Like she wore diapers, and she would toss them into the bathroom on the floor. And the acid from the
I can't even
mother
talk about it.
pee
Just listen.
had rotted a hole in the floor of the bathroom down to the basement
Oh my God.
From her piss and shit.
from a pile of her diapers. Grown ass woman.
I remember the diaper part.
The diaper piles. All of them had so many. Every one of those houses had a fucking diaper pile, and it was all for adults.
It's like a rule. You have to have a diaper pile.
You
for
gotta
to
do
be
it.
official.
I just want to know, like, the first time you throw your shitty diaper on the ground, the first time, are you like, I'll get it. I'll get it. And then the second one, like, okay, we'll get it soon. And then eventually, remember the one where the guy would, or the woman, she started shitting in her bathtub because
What?
she shit so much in her toilet that her toilet stopped working. So then she started shitting in the tub, and trying to wash it down with the shower. But then that clogged up, and then it just became her tub was filled with shit, and she never showered again.
And
Good
then
stuff.
one had like
We were just talking. I'm going to change the subject.
No,
but,
we're not.
But stay on subject.
Okay,
I like
okay,
this.
yeah.
Talk about shitting in a shower or tub.
Oh,
When
Lord.
my son was young,
Oh,
like 2 years old, he used to take a shower with me, and so we're in there, and he looks at me and he goes, he's tiny, he's like at my
He goes,
knee.
"You're not Wayne."
And he goes, is it okay to go to the bathroom in the shower? And I said, yeah, sure.
He thought he meant
And his face just starts turning red, and he's like this. And he just shit. And I just started cracking up laughing. So he starts cracking up laughing. I'm like, no.
I didn't know you meant number two.
I thought you meant number one. You can always go number one, but number two. And then I had to try and hose it down and get it through and through the drain.
I'm gonna show you a picture right now from earlier today.
Is it poop?
What is that?
That's me on the toilet earlier.
What is that?
What is that? Is
Blood?
that blood?
No, a little bit splashed up from inside.
I can't. We have a mutual friend who used to. We have a mutual friend, you and I. We have a mutual friend, you and I.
I shared too much.
Who used to send me pictures of his shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I would just be like, "What? Why? Why are you sending this to me?"
Yeah, because it's fun.
Yeah.
I have about 4 friends that we send shit pictures back and forth. I took that one to send to our friend Lisa, and she did not appreciate it too much.
She didn't?
No, you and I never do that. I don't think I've ever seen your shit. I don't think I want to.
I don't think I want to see. I actually, I know I don't want to see yours. I didn't even want to just see that.
And I don't even really want to show you mine. For some reason, we don't have that relationship.
No.
And,
that's
cool with
okay.
it. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Me too. I don't know. I honestly, I used to be able to handle anything.
Yeah.
When I was young. Yeah. I used to be able to handle anything when I was younger, like fucking bestiality movies and
What?
shit. No. Like my friends would come
That's
over.
not where I thought
Dude,
that was
check
going.
this out.
Yeah, your friends brought it over.
or like
2 Girls, One
shit
Cop and that kind of-
like that kind of stuff. And over the since I had kids, I have no constitution for to know that kind of shit is part of humanity anymore. That's what it is. I can't deal with that kind of shit anymore.
I talked about it a week or two ago, but I may have seen one of the worst videos yet.
What?
It is a Cartel video of there's multiple angles of a man being held down in the street, and he's handcuffed behind his back. He's laying on his back, and guys are holding his legs open while a pit bull chews his dick and balls off.
Oh man.
Pulls it all off, and the last rip it goes from the top all the way to his asshole. But the guy, it's all gone.
Yeah, but see, weirdly,
Let me just pull it up for Heidi.
no. Weirdly, that doesn't bother me as much as certain other things. It does, but I don't want to see that either. Mm-hmm. When you
sure?
showed beheadings on Dark Matter, I would just
Don't put it on me. I mean, it was Todd's juxtaposition corner. You did score the
right. I
beheadings.
would, but I couldn't.
We would play murders on our radio show, and
Yeah.
Todd would put nice music behind them and score them beautifully.
But it would be playing because there were big monitor, of where you could see everything. So I would I kind of perfected this move of don't look away, but completely zone your eyes out so you're not seeing it. And I would be like, okay, and I would just go to another place.
You disassociate.
Yeah, and
It's smart.
Yeah. Because I was like, this is the kind of shit I'm gonna go into my kid's room later, and it's gonna pop into my head.
Yeah.
And the thought of them knowing it is what bothers me. It's not. I know it goes on. You know what I mean? And I've seen a lot of shit like that.
Yep.
But yeah, I used to be able to watch all that shit when I was young. Faces of Death and all that kind of stuff. And then the worm turned for me, and I'm like, I just can't watch this kind of shit.
That decapitation we showed, that was one of the few times that we received an email at T Radio V from a listener being like, can someone please explain to me why we just saw a live decapitation on a radio show?
Because Dan's twisted.
We
That's
showed
why.
it. We showed it. Dave and I we watched this stuff all the time.
Oh, I know
And Todd hated it. Jess hated it, that's where a lot of the humor came from. Making you guys see it. But you didn't like seeing the kid run over by the train at all.
No, I didn't like that.
No.
That one hurt. That one, Todd was
Yeah.
like, never again.
Yeah,
Never again.
Anything with kids is
Yeah.
out. Like just
How
out.
are there videos?
I know.
It was a CCTV, like
okay.
a security camera in a train station. Don't worry, the kid was only 4 years old.
God,
It's fine.
They couldn't have been too attached to him.
No, and his legs were not attached to his body afterwards either. So
But when the one I got most disturbed by, is the kids who tortured
Hammer.
that guy. Yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah.
That one made
the
me
homeless
mad.
guy,
Like
right?
where it was in a
Brit-
homeless
It was
guy.
British, right?
no.
No.
It was in Dnipropetrovsk. It's like someplace in the Ukraine.
Oh.
Yeah,
And it was these kids, and they killed this guy who was like riding a motorcycle. Like they bumped him off of it, and they tortured him, killed him. And I watched it.
he was an older guy with a mental
Yeah.
disability who was
That
going
was-
to see his grandchild.
Yeah, that was the one where like I almost gave up my life and wanted to become an advocate to kill these kids.
I understand.
Like, do you know what I mean?
We've told the story so many times, but that video actually changed who I was as a person.
Yeah.
And gave me a new perspective on life and made me appreciate life more. I watched that on the Ninja Tour in the back of one of the trucks, and I had to call home after I watched the video and like just tell my little brother and my mom that I love them. And
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
it was the
It's
worst thing I
pure
saw
evil,
until last
pure
year.
Evil.
Yeah.
And where and how old were the
It was
kids
in the
that
Ukraine.
did-
It was
that did
a 17-year-old and two 18-year-olds. They were graduating high school and becoming adults, and they wanted to celebrate becoming adults by killing 40 people. And they only wanted to kill children, women,
Which
and-
is, by the way, why Russia's not winning right
no
now.
shit, right?
that? Yeah.
Yeah, the Ukrainians.
They
They are heartless.
Fucking tough.
So they only killed women, kids, and like homeless people or old people. No one that could defend themselves. So people walking alone, old people.
How long ago was this?
This is
10 years ago.
mid 2000s.
And
Mid
did they
2000s.
catch them?
Yeah, so they filmed. They wanted to kill 40 people. They ended up killing 27. But they started with
I don't remember
all the
this.
neighborhood dogs and cats, and they would film it, and they would kill people's dogs and hang them in their yard, and like
What?
they were vile, and they would kill these people. They filmed them all, and they caught them, and they all got the maximum penalty,
Well, like
which is
5 years?
20 something years.
Fuck that.
So the
be-
cop when you see pictures of them in court, the cops beat the fucking shit out of them.
Good.
But it's true evil, and like we talked about it before, but like one of them had to have the idea. Like if the four of us were together, and I was
There's
like,
a ringleader.
you know what? Like, what do you guys think about killing 40 people? Like, and then you guys being like,
yeah, but only kids.
You would say, what about killing 30 people? And I go, let's just go 40.
40. Yeah. I want to I'll bump it up a little bit. 10 each.
Yeah, 10 each.
10 each. Yeah, it's truly like it's like depraved, horrible shit.
20 years and that
Something
that's
like
it?
that.
Oh, I want to go over there and kill
But they
them.
killed 27 people, and they would go to the funerals, and like
What?
they would go to the funerals of all the people, and like the kids and whoever, and they would like take pictures of them flipping off the coffin.
What?
That's kind of funny.
I'm surprised there's not a movie about this.
There's like a makeshift like shitty documentary on it, but it's almost too awful to even put to
it's
a
like,
film.
let's
That's
just pretend it never
horrible.
happened.
Like somehow,
Yeah,
like you can have Schindler's List, which is like one of the worst crimes, the worst crime ever committed in history.
yeah, making the list and letting those Jews live.
Right.
That was one of the worst
Don't
crimes.
save them. What are you doing? No. But this one somehow just feels just as dark. I don't know what it is.
You know my Schindler's List story. Have I ever told you that?
I don't remember. Please do, though.
So we're in whenever it came out. When it came out, it was still blockbuster time in the world where you would
Rest in peace.
Yeah, where you would go to Blockbuster and get all the new movies that were out, the new releases. So I was with a bunch of my friends, and this is obviously way more than 20 years ago because we were doing fucking blow and drinking and smoking weed and like the whole 9 yards. And I got the idea, like, Schindler's List just came out. Let's go get it and watch it.
I heard it's real funny.
So we get it, and it's a long movie, so it's 2 tapes, and I pop the tape in. And
I forgot about that 2 tape shit.
yeah, it's
my God,
2
yeah.
tapes, yeah, and we're fucking smoking and snorting and drinking, and we're watching it, and after like a half hour, I said, I gotta say, I really think Steven Spielberg's a genius to just start the movie, no titles or anything, and just get right into it. It feels like a documentary that we're watching. And I'm like, but I don't understand. Are they going to go back and show like the backstory on these people? And we sit there for another fucking 10 minutes. We sit there for another 10 minutes. No one says anything. And finally I get up and I walk over and I look at the thing and I'm like, dude, I put in the second tape first.
We just jump right into the fucking Holocaust, guys.
We were so fucked up that one, no one realized that. No one realized it, and two, I made commentary on how genius I thought the director was for not putting title. Yeah,
he's taking the Tarantino approach. Yeah, just jumping into the end
into the story, no titles or anything. And no one said anything. Like they were all looking at me like, yeah, man,
totally.
That's fucking heavy.
It shows you how stupid
Look at
film
how
buffs
smart
are.
Todd is, like that he noticed that point that the director's trying to make. You know?
Film buffs are stupid.
That's fucking art right there, dude.
That's so
second
funny.
tape first.
That's so great. Funny shit. Speaking of film buffs, did you watch The Menu?
Yeah, it was great.
Did you love it?
I loved it.
Okay, good.
I lived it on Saturday.
Why? What do you mean?
I waited
were you
on
some snobs?
I waited. I had a table of 8 in the back room, and it was all these big Oscar wigs that do the sound, it was something. It was. I stood there quiet, and I was like, oh, if somebody brings out a fucking tarp, I'm out of here. Like, it was insane. It was quiet, but I thought of that. And then my boss said, do you realize that it was it's taken from Vespertine?
What's that?
Which is a restaurant that used to be in town.
The movie The Menu is based on
that, and he was
in LA,
the GM and wine director at that restaurant as well. And he said that, like, at the end of a long fucking shift, at 2 a.m, that this chef, I forget his name,
Boyardee,
he's a maniac. Oh. No, he would make them go and forage at night. Forage in Los Angeles and Beverly Hills and go and get like little flowers and fucking this shit and rocks and things. So it's taken from Vespertine.
That movie made me hate foodies so deeply.
I hate that word.
What's the word?
Yeah, I hate that word too.
So much.
When he says
we all fucking like
the
food.
mouthfeel. Do you say mouthfeel? Is that what he says in the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, the mouthfeel. And she goes,
the
don't say
wine,
mouthfeel.
right? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Oh, I love that movie. I saw it twice now.
It's really
I watched it twice in 2 days.
But it made me like, because I feel like I live it a lot.
PTSD.
Like, yeah, it's like, oh.
Was that up for anything? Was that up for Oscars?
No.
No.
I thought it was great.
So did
Yeah,
I.
I thought it was
I did
amazing
too.
too.
That was in the theater though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Did you see Triangle of Sadness?
No, everybody keeps telling me to see it. I
love
haven't
that
seen it
movie
yet.
so much.
I liked
can't
it.
believe
That's
in
another one
it.
I don't ever want to see again, but I thought it was good.
Yeah, and she died.
The young girl in it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Crazy.
It's sad because she was pretty.
That's the only
She's
reason why it
very,
was
she's
sad.
That's it.
very nice looking.
Yeah.
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 What a
I couldn't have been
waste.
one of the uggers, you know?
Why'd you have to kill such hot snatch? Do you know what movie that is?
Hold
That's
on.
Come on, who's gonna get
It's one of the best lines in the movie.
Look at they
There's-
both did the exact.
There's two best lines, and they kind of both come from that character and his sidekick in the movie.
It's
Come on, Gase.
God damn it.
Here, I'll give you another little hint. Dear God in heaven, blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
Why'd you have to kill
wait.
such hot snatch?
Yeah. Oh, God.
it's
Fuck, no, don't say it.
It's
Heather's.
Yes.
yes.
And the other best line is when his buddy has the geeky kid in the
that's a good
headlock,
one,
and
good one.
he's like, "You like to suck big dicks? Say you like to suck big
You
dicks."
like to suck big dick.
Okay. You like to suck big dicks. Okay. I like to suck big dicks. I can't get enough of them. Are you satisfied?
That's exactly it.
I just made my niece watch that.
Can't get enough of them. It's
she
such
like
a
it?
fucking great movie.
That's
Loved
like
it.
way
Loved
ahead
it.
of its time to me.
Yeah.
And if you ask me who my hall pass is,
Winona
Christian
Ryder.
Slater.
no, it's Winona Ryder in that movie.
More than
Yeah.
Beetlejuice? Dude.
It's pretty close,
you
but
know that I've never
that
seen
movie
Beetlejuice?
because
What?
in that movie,
Get out of
she
here.
seems more like I could meet her. Whereas in Beetlejuice, she's too
attainable.
fantastic for me. You know what I mean?
I actually think her hottest is the Girl Interrupted.
Yeah.
She's pretty
but
hot in that one.
Heather's, I was like, I'm watching this movie 500 times for her.
Lydia, dinner.
Dinner.
Is it Lydia?
good.
Yeah. Am I wrong? Okay.
No. Lydia's her name in
Lydia's
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Veronica.
Veronica, dinner. That's right.
Veronica, dinner.
Lydia Dietz.
Yeah,
That's
Lydia
right.
Dietz and Veronica Sawyer.
I am alone. I am utterly alone.
That's so
You've never seen
genius.
Beetlejuice?
Never seen it.
We might have to do
Do a
a
watch along.
We'll do it in the back house.
Yes.
Oh
A
my
Beetlejuice
Where's the
Patreon
back
bonus
house?
episode.
at my house.
Oh,
We call it
I've never.
this is Fuck Palace.
The back house.
You're not gonna have a good time in there, Heidi. Promise you that. How did you never see? Have you seen?
know.
Have you seen any Tim Burton movies?
Of course, yeah.
I mean, not of course. I mean, that's
well, yeah, I've seen all of them except for
the biggest one.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
Wow,
the one
have you
that,
seen
except
Pee
for
Wee?
the one that put him on
Of
the
course.
map.
Okay. Yeah, Beetlejuice is fucking amazing.
So good.
Edward Scissorhands.
God.
Of course. Yeah,
Okay.
I love
We
that
have
one.
to watch it.
Wow.
And I saw.
I'm not finished.
What's that?
Edward Scissorhands.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not finished. I just always love that line too.
I love what's that movie?
Did he do Big Fish?
Yes.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
That was sad.
It was sad. A good one though. Which one are you thinking of?
The one with it's the headless horseman.
Oh, Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, Sleepy
That was all right. That was kind of the last good one I think of his run.
My
It was with
favorite Tim
Katrina
Burton
Van
movie of
Tassel.
all time, which is one of my favorite
Oh, yeah, that's
movies
right.
of all
That's right.
time, is Ed Wood.
I never.
Oh, I love.
I couldn't
Edward.
disagree more.
Really, I think
can't
I
stand
So
it.
good.
love
He's
that
so
movie.
great in that.
I love.
Hey, did he
that
win
movie.
an award for that?
I don't know.
I don't think Johnny Depp's ever won an Oscar.
I love that fucking movie. It's genius.
He must have been nominated though. Maybe he did win.
It makes me like you less.
Really? That's all right. I've also never seen Raging Bull, which you talk about all the time.
Oh, dude, I
know.
you should just see it just for you. Like,
I know.
not because, everybody says it's good. Like, you should just see it. It's an amazing movie.
I know.
In ways, I think it's Scorsese's best movie, even though I like Goodfellas maybe more line-wise and stuff like that. Raging Bull, the story of it and the way it's shot and acted and directed and everything might be his most perfect movie.
Wait, what number movie is that of his? Is it
5 or
early?
6.
Okay.
1980?
How many movies does he have? Like 15 movies?
No, he's got more than that.
He does? Of directing? Wow, that's a fucking lot.
But
What, did you find it out?
No, I don't think he's won anything, but
He's been nominated.
Yeah. They left out Paul Sorvino. They left out.
yeah, they left out a lot of people. They always do that.
And
it
his
bothers
wife
me.
is so pissed that she went on Twitter and was like, I demand an apology. And
Do you know what Paul Sorvino did for me as a little boy?
what did he do?
He helped me learn asthma breathing techniques because I bought the wait, what's his name? But it's Paul.
Paul.
Wait, who's the
Paul Sorvino.
right? He put out like a how-to video to help asthmatics learn how to do breathing exercises to strengthen your lungs. So my mom bought me his it was like a video cassette or something, or like a little series or whatever it was.
I mean, he's been
So,
in
yeah.
what, Three's?
Company?
What was he in? What was
Yeah,
the
he was
big
in Three's
film?
Company.
What was the big film that he was?
Goodfellas. I mean, that was the
yeah,
that was the one.
I mean,
Uncle
come
Paul, was it
on.
Uncle Paulie? No, not what is his name? Paulie's in it, right?
Yeah.
Who else did they forget?
Anne Heche.
Oh shit, that's a big one.
They forgot the little guy, the little
Hervé Villachez.
southern gay guy. That's
Oh,
awesome.
Todd Newman,
Oh, what's his name? I know who you're talking
the
about.
Southern gay guy.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, his car. He got into an accident. He had a heart attack in Hollywood.
Oh yeah. The one who's friends with Billy Butler.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh come on, I'm so sorry. I forget his name. Little bow tie guy.
Good.
Leslie Jordan.
Yes.
Thank you
Good
so
job.
much. Do you guys want to end this show and then do a little
Not yet.
bonus half hour for Patreon?
All right, not yet though.
A little bonus half hour. What do you think, Heidi? Thoughts?
Sure.
Yeah, just a little bonus stuff. What do you got, Todd?
Wait, I'm looking for something. Hang on.
And we'll just wait.
Yeah, just wait.
Let's fucking wait. Heidi, will you sing us a number?
Oh, sure. What would you like?
I like watermelon sugar glass.
Southern nights Have you ever heard a southern night?
All right, you could do the name dropping with Todd.
Okay.
Oh,
that's great. I remember that one.
Yeah. I had the fucking best conversation with this guy.
That's a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, a
Or
couple
last
years
year?
ago. No.
Well, when
couple
was that
years
posted?
ago. Before COVID. So,
Okay.
well, this was, I reposted it when he died to say, I'll never forget the conversation we had. We spoke for like 4 hours, he and I.
Wow.
Just in a corner while this whole party was like this premiere screening party. And he just sat down and hey, I'm Paul. And like, we just started talking. And he started showing me all his pictures because he was a sculptor and did all these art projects and everything. And we talked for literally 4 hours about life. And like his, I don't know if it was his wife. I think it was his wife or his girlfriend at the time. And my wife would come in and out of the conversation and then go walk around. He and I just sat there all night, and it was one of the fucking coolest conversations I've ever had with someone that I've admired but never had met before.
Right.
So yeah, so it was very.
What did he say?
I mean, it was literally
any good advice.
Start from the beginning. Give us the whole 4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours. We can cut it up into Patreon episodes.
Great.
No, like I said, I can't pinpoint because it would be too long. But we just talked about like life and what the world is like now, and what it used to be like, and art and traveling and like all kinds of crazy. Like it was like,
Wow.
it was literally like we had known each other for years. At least the way he was talking to me, and it was just an amazing time.
Is he a New Yorker?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had that bond anyway.
Yeah, I mean, but he wasn't like, he wasn't like a Goomba New Yorker.
Hey, yo,
he's
hey, yo.
super. He was.
I'm
super,
talking here.
He was super worldly
Yeah.
and like super intelligent and just a fucking great guy.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it was nice.
And he was left off the in memoriam?
Yep.
And he's been
the
in
fuck?
tons of movies.
I couldn't believe
well respected.
it.
Yeah. No scandals, no
The
nothing.
first thing I said, it was done, and I was like, where was Paul Sorvino? He's one of my favorites.
How do they let stuff slip?
I don't know. I mean, it's 3 hours long. You can fit in a second.
Also,
of,
let's say
a
you have
picture.
45 seconds for the in memoriam.
Right, but when you're
like just play them faster and just get them all in there. You
Right,
know
but
what I mean?
also not to take away the importance of these people, but when it's like, agents,
Right, yeah.
Morris Goldman, who like no one in the audience knows,
Exactly.
people in the industry might know, but when it's people who are fan favorites,
Yeah.
Yep.
how do you fucking
Yeah.
do that,
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially with him and Leslie Jordan. I was shocked that he wasn't.
Well, Anne Heche, that's crazy.
And Anne
That's
Heche
that was like a massive news on everything.
And Tony Sirico.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I mean he's
What about Sizemore?
his most famous thing is
Oh,
for
that's
television, yeah, and Tom Sizemore. Like
Yep.
regardless of how the guy lived his life, he was in some major fucking
Heat
movies.
is one
you
of
know?
Saving
the-
Private Ryan, Natural
Yeah.
Born
Heat.
Killers, True
Yeah,
Romance,
yeah.
Heat.
Yeah.
I mean,
The fucking lean-in in the diner.
yeah.
Killer.
now I'm mad. Let's
Yeah,
have
and Tony
Let's write a
Sirico's
letter.
in like every mob movie.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
I don't know who that is.
He's
I'm sure I know
he's
him.
Paulie from
Oh.
from Sopranos.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But he's in Goodfellas. He's in.
He's the guy with
tons
the
of
hair?
yeah, he's in tons of movies
the fact
too.
that they had Ray, of course they're going to have Ray,
Yeah.
but the fact they had him and not Tony and Paul Sorvino is so bizarre to me. Like,
Wild.
wouldn't someone go, "Oh yeah, it's Paul Sorvino"? These are huge stars.
You think they would just amass a list throughout the year of like,
Yeah.
you gotta make sure you
all
get
you
this
gotta
one
do
in
is
there.
Google it.
Yeah.
Like,
But in
Celebrities that
Yeah,
died in
whoever's in
2022.
charge of that. Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's so true. There was like casting agent, which may she rest in peace. But I'd rather see like the picture of
Yeah.
Middle America is not going to know who this.
That's my
casting
favorite agent.
right? Like
Man, she agented
Yeah.
so good.
Bill Johnson, key grip dolly lighting department.
That guy was my favorite accountant of all time in Hollywood.
Which again, to their
That
families,
guy kept it on
yeah.
budget like no one else.
Again, to their families, that's
Of course, Matt, it's
awesome.
huge.
Like,
Yeah.
and they work their entire life and in this industry and don't get any credit
Right,
for it.
right.
So yes, I agree with that. But don't bump out people that are relatable to the millions of viewers that are watching at home.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because that's my
Great.
favorite part.
me too.
In memoriam,
I always love the song.
Whatever-
the singer.
it's emotional. no matter
Whatever,
what.
whatever show, whatever award show it is, like the kids, because I usually don't watch award shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like the kids and my wife, they know, they'll pause it. Dad, the dead people are on. And I come running and I watch it. And this is all I do. I'm like,
Oh my God, I forgot. Yeah.
Oh shit, he died? Oh man, I forgot about I thought he died 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And then I leave and go eat or whatever.
I forgot about James Caan. I forgot that he died this year. It's been a year already.
Oh God, taught us some good stories about that guy.
Yeah, no, he told him or no.
Yeah, off the air.
Yeah.
God damn. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Let's wrap this one up and
Yeah.
do a little continue on a little bit.
Hurry up.
All right, fine. Bye.
Bye.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.